Hi, I'm the Space Quest historian, and I'm here to give a sort of self-indulgent kind of commentary to the King's Chill Volume 2 track, A Passage to Tamir, which is the opening theme or track of the album, and the sounds you're listening to right now are of course those of a floppy disk being loaded into an old DOS computer, and the DOS computer is booting up, and these are all sounds that I stole from freesound.org, so thank you so much to freesound.org for all your contributions that you have no idea about. And now we get into the meat of the remix, and this remix is a take on the main theme from King's Quest IV. And I say a take on and not a straight up remix because the opening theme to King's Quest IV is sprawling and epic and orchestral, and it's like 10 or 12 minutes long or something like that, and it has like moods and swings and everything you'd want in a proper film score. And my remix has none of that. In fact, my remix only has the ding 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 bit from the original, which I unashamedly stole from the original MIDI. As in, I exported the MIDI track from the original game and, put it into what I use, which is Mixcraft. And, because the original wasn't played to a click, because, again, William Goldstein is a fucking consummate professional, I had to sort of get in there and slice this thing up and put it into the proper meter so I could, put my usual brand of silliness underneath it, and that would be a straight BPM, so I could include loops and I could have this drum beat, and there it is. That's the bell that you're hearing right now, this little synth bell. That's the bit from the original MIDI. And there was a fair amount of messing with the little MIDI notes, getting them properly gridded, as is the industry term, I'm told. And yeah, that is literally the extent of what's from the original. The rest is all me just having a faff. Of course, the underlying chords, that big boomy res synth or whatever you want to call it, that thing, and also the bass line are, well, they're as close an approximation as I could guess was the original MIDI's underlying chord structure. Again, it's kind of a... I mean, I was looking at the original MIDI file, obviously trying to get some inspiration, but it's actually hard to find a passage in the original MIDI file where everything is playing all together at once, and Mr. Goldstein modulates his original theme a lot, to fit with the mood and to fit with whatever's going on screen. So to actually find a bit that was just like 4 or 8 bars of just consecutive good shit was kind of challenging. So I had to sort of guess by ear a bit as to what underlying chords should be taking place underneath this thing, so to speak. I think I got most of them right. and if not, then at least they sort of work in the context of the remix, I feel. It has a sort of pleasing drive to it, but it's not like forceful. It doesn't go it doesn't make you go, what the hell was that? It has a sort of pleasing, okay, and now we go here, and then we go back again, and everything's good kind of thing. And now we build up to absolutely nothing. It's just the same shit all over again. Which is basically how I just stretch these things out from 1.5, 2 minute sketches to, I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes or however long this thing is. So as you can tell, my go-to instruments whenever I do remixes or music in general are a very pleasing 90s, early 90s-esque synthwave bass, warm pads or strings, and usually if they're just like loud strings, like orchestral strings, I'll put a little filter on to mask off all the high end, so it becomes a warm pad anyway. Res synths and saw waves, and bell instruments, or what do you call them? Chromatic percussion instruments. They provide a nice counterpoint to all the very, very bass-heavy stuff that I like to pile on top of each other, and which gives our good friend John Paul Sapsford innumerable headaches trying to mix, because everything I hand into him is just a fucking god-awful, muddy mess, and he has to try to make sense of it. And he admirably did so with this track, and I'm happy to say a lot of projects that I have been working, a lot of musical projects. John Paul has been a very, very cool and close collaborator. I don't think I've seen him with his shirt off yet, but I think it's going to happen in the near future. And by the way, the track is done, so I should shut up. Please come back to when I do my commentary on the Etheria Chill track, where I will tell you more about the joys of working with John Paul Sapsford and his bare chest. Anyway, that was Passage to Tamir, which is basically just, 4 bars of William Goldstein's score with a 3/4 beat underneath. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about that. The track you just heard is not in, your straight 4/4 beat, 4 on the floor, happy-go-lucky dance thing. It is in 3/4 time, which is the waltz tempo, which is, I guess, challenging from a production standpoint, but not really, because it lends itself to a sort of very chill, sort of laid-back, let's just have a pina colada and relax on the beach kind of thing. So it wasn't that terribly difficult. All I had to do was just sort of convince all the loops that I downloaded from looperman.com to fit in a 3/4 time meter instead of a 4/4 time meter, which, it's not that difficult, actually. I am going way over time, aren't I? Yes, thank you. I will see you back for another commentary. And until then, see you around the Chrono stream. Are we still doing that? Yeah, I think we are. Hello. Goodbye.